Hello, I'm Dallas Johnson, lead instructor of the Automobile Dealer Training Association. I am approved by the California Department of Motor Vehicles to provide your pre-license and continuing education so you can obtain your California dealer license and also renew that license. You know, an important piece of any information for any licensed California motor vehicle dealer is the California Car Buyer's Bill of Rights. So a buyer can purchase a 2-day contract cancellation option on some used vehicles. And this is only going to apply to vehicles that are priced at less than $40,000. Okay, so here's a graph that basically shows how this is going to work. Okay, if the cash price of the vehicle is up to and including $5,000, the maximum amount a dealer can charge for a cancellation option agreement is $75. If the cash price of the vehicle is $5,000.01 up to and including $10,000, the maximum amount a dealer can charge for that cancellation option agreement is $150. If the cash price of the vehicle is $10,000.01 up to $30,000, the maximum the dealer can charge for that option is $250. And if the cash price of the vehicle is $30,000.01 but less than $40,000, the maximum amount the dealer can charge for a cancellation option agreement is 1% of the purchase price. So you'll be able to offer your customers a buyer's bill of right cancellation policy, and if they decide to purchase this, then you're giving them basically a 2-day option to bring that vehicle back. Now, I think that they're not going to bring that vehicle back. It's pretty rare when the dealers that I've talked to, when a customer brings the vehicle back. Now, they do have that opportunity, but this does, in my opinion, give the customer some confidence on that buy. And I think this really will help you sell some vehicles, but it's the customer's choice whether they want to buy that 2-day contract or not. And if they don't come back, well, then there's a little bit of profit on your part, but another part of that profit can be what we charge on the restocking fee. So if the customer does bring that vehicle back, now, first of all, you charge them that cancellation option at the time of the sale. But if they bring that vehicle back after you've charged that cancellation option, then you can also charge what is called a restocking fee. So you can also charge the customer to bring that vehicle back. And that's going to be based on the cash price of the vehicle. And the restocking fee is not subject to sales or use tax. But here is the Car Buyer's Bill of Rights restocking fee. Now, if the price of the vehicle is $5,000 or less, the maximum restocking fee is $175. If the price of the vehicle was between $5,000 and $10,000, the maximum restocking fee would be $350. If the price of the vehicle is $10,000 or more, then the maximum fee would be $500. So see how that works? This actually can help you incur profits. No, we don't want that customer to bring that vehicle back. We want to make our profit and have that customer leave the lot happy. That's what we want. But by having that 2-day contract cancellation option, number one, you'll make money selling that cancellation option. But if they do bring that vehicle back, then they're going to have to bring back all that paperwork and bring back the vehicle in the same condition that you sold it in. Well, you know, when you're looking at a $10,000 or more vehicle, there's a $500 profit for you, the dealer. So I see this as good for the buyer. I also see this as good for the dealer as well. So just remember, you do have to follow those guidelines. Say, for example, $5,000 or less is a maximum of $175, $5,000 and $10,000, $350. And if you have sold a vehicle for more than $10,000, then you can charge a maximum of $500. And also, I do believe this fee will really make that customer think twice about bringing the vehicle back. We don't want them to bring that vehicle back. We want them to be happy. But if part of that process of making the customer happy is allowing them to bring that back, then that's where that cancellation option will definitely come into play. So with that being said, the buyer will have some responsibilities as well, and this is going to be printed up in your required bill of sale that'll be printed up by your dealer software that I'll talk about in just a moment. So they actually have to bring all documents that they signed at the time of the sale, including the original title and the registration as well. So make sure they do bring all that paperwork back. If you do have questions, you know, you can call 800-400-7115, and I'm going to give you a lot of good contact information in your dealer course. I do want you to be aware the Car Buyer's Bill of Rights does not apply to motorcycles or off-highway vehicles or private sales between individuals. But when you're a dealer, you can charge that cancellation option, and within 2 days, if they do bring that back, they will have to pay the restocking fee as well. I also want to cover your dealer record requirements. The most important piece of office equipment that you're going to have in your new business is a copy machine, okay? You can try and run your new business without a copy machine, but it ain't going to happen, okay? You're going to need a scanner copy machine. You're going to need to keep the majority of your records for a minimum of 3 years. Some records have to be kept for 5 years, and the IRS actually requires some records to be kept for 7 years. So you will need to keep all the records on site for a minimum of 90 days, and then you can move those to another location. But we're going to delve into your records in your dealer training course. When you get your dealer's license, I'm going to tell you this in your course many times. You're going to work hard to get that dealer's license. You're going to be proud of it, and you must display it prominently. You need to have what we're going to call your deal jacket, and I'll show you how to print up your deal jacket here in just a second. Any temporary license plates that you might issue on vehicles you sold, copies of all transaction documents. So I'm always going to recommend that you print up 2 copies of every single document, give one to the customer, and one goes into your dealer records. If you want to store those digitally, you can certainly do that as well. But you are going to have to provide the customers paper copies of those documents, okay? You're also going to need to show all of your tax records, which is going to be easily printed up with the dealer software programs that I'll show you in your course in here in just a moment. I also want you to be aware of what's called House Assembly Bill 516, which dramatically altered the way that we do business for dealers in the state of California. So now you are going to need to submit that electronic sales report, which is automatically going to be done when you are doing your vehicle registration, okay? And there's also what's called a report of sale, which is going to be printed up, and I'll show you exactly how to do that. And there's a little document that you're going to go ahead and put in the back left rear window of the vehicle when you sell that vehicle. And a couple of documents I want you to be aware of. First is going to be your retail dealer sales report, which is called Reg 51. You've got a wholesale report, which is Reg 396, and also a wholesale auction report, which is Reg 398. So here's the dealer sales report, Form 51 is going to be printed up by your software, and here's their notice of sale, and you're going to cut that off at the bottom there and put that into the window of a vehicle you've sold. It sounds complicated, but it's really not, especially when you're using a good program like the one I've been using, which is called Discount Dealer Center. You can go to discountdealercenter.com, and this software is going to do everything for you. Specifically, it's going to print up all of your deal docs. It's going to allow you to go acquire inventory. It covers financing for you. But the most important thing that I think this software does is it prints up your deal docs. So in the past, before we were using dealer management software, we had to have a checklist of all the documents. We had to go find them at different websites and things like that. Now, software programs like Dealer Center will actually just print them up for you automatically. So maintaining paperwork for your new business is extremely, extremely easy. So I definitely want you to be aware of that, okay? And you can find that at discountdealercenter.com. I will delve into that process in your dealer training course. Once again, my name is Dallas Johnson. I am approved by the California Department of Motor Vehicles to provide your mandated pre-license training and your continuing education training. You can find that training at californiadealer.com. Just scroll up there to the very top, click on Begin Training to start that dealer training course. And I really do appreciate you allowing me to serve as your California dealer license training partner. And I want to wish you the very best of luck with your business. Thank you very much.